this in every numerical, you have to bring where they're asking capacitor. No, there you connect a cell, then you get in problem, or you can show that leads like parallel plate capacitor we used to show. No, you bring like this. This will be. So now you're connecting a cell. Call this as X, the point where you can X, Y. Like we had a parallel plate, we have started like this, no? You also bring it so that you'll get an idea, oh, about this particular point I'm finding out. Then we have to find out the electric field strength between them. So what this, like a charge of a cell should be concerned. So it will push a charge Q. That Q charge will go in deposit here. It will induce charge minus Q, and the plus Q charge from outer surface of a shell B will flow and will enter. I think the charge is conserved. Now what we have to find out is like the capacitance of system. Now the inner shell will behave like a positive plate. The outer shell will behave like a negative plate. Then we'll explore the electric field strength between them. So this will be the electric field strength. Again, the same thing, get expression for electric field, then dV, compare that one. So directly we have a method. What is that? This cell is what we are assuming it. It will be off like this. Whether you connect a cell or not, capacitor will have a capacitance. Again, you have to go back to the basics. Capacitance depends on only on physical dimensions, like a bucket. Capacity of a bucket to store water depends on what, like what amount of water you add, or the physical dimension, the physical parameters. The same thing here also. This is to make us to understand, oh, like this, there's a capacitance there. You have one method here. What is that? Get the expression for electric field. Then dV equal to minus E d by E dr. Then calculate the potential difference in terms of Q. Then V equal to Q by C. This is the formula. Or directly we know how to get potential difference. Potential of inner shell. This is X and Y, no? So what is Vx equal to? Go back to electrostatics. It will be KQ by A, KQ by B. Potential of outer shell, KQ by B. Hope you can recollect electrostatics. Maximum things are revolving around electrostatics only. So this is Vy. Now potential difference Vxy should be equal to KQ by A, KQ by B. KQ B minus A by AB. No, what is Vxy? It should be equal to Q by C. So, but there are plus Q minus Q is there. How come you are writing the charge, the positive charge on a the charge on a positive plate of capacitor should be taken as charge of capacitor. Okay, Q get cancels. Vxy equal to what? Q by C I'm writing. Q get cancelled, so 1 by C. This will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This is the capacitance of this particular plate. Okay, now if you can remember, each spherical conductor will behave like a capacitor. Go back to the first thing. I'm bringing some different approach here because this will help you a lot. Every time you cannot find out something potential, we have to still more bring a very simplified method. If you go back, a spherical conductor will have a capacitance. So now there's a capacitance between A and B, and also there's a capacitance from B to infinity. So how the circuit will start like this. It will be X, then this is Y, and this is what we have found out. Then again from the plate Y to infinity. So what is this capacitance? This capacitance is what you found out. This capacitance is how much? 4 pi epsilon naught A by B equal to B minus A. What is this capacitance? This is only capacitance of the outer one. Cy, this should be equal to 4 pi epsilon naught B. Am I right? So we are not understanding what you are saying. If there is a conductor, what is the capacitance of this? C equal to 4 pi epsilon naught R. So where is another plate? The other plate is at infinity. So how can you can say what was the basic condition of capacitor? One of the plate will be having certain potential. The other plate will be earthed, no? So what is the potential of earthed plate? Will be zero, no? The potential of earthed plate. So here, if plus charge is there, minus Q. So where is another charge? Here you're saying capacitance 4 pi F0 are okay, fine. Where is other plate, sir? Because the moment capacitor means I should assume this one. So where is a negative plate you're bringing? So what is the potential of this plate? Zero, no? And what is the potential at infinity? Will be zero. So for a spherical, isolated spherical conductor, this conducting surface, this conductor will become one positive plate. Where is other plate? The other plate is at infinity. I think this is the core central idea, which for spherical capacitors we have to bring. I brought this mathematically, but I feel like I suggest you like use this method. So now what this positive plate? So here I'll help you this much here. This conductor is positive plate. Where is the negative plate? According to the concept of electrostatics, earthed conductor should have zero potential, and what is potential at infinity will be zero. So here positive plate is what about negative plate? Negative plate is at infinity. There is a capacitor now. No, that only we have applied here. Okay, got this one. So there is a capacitance between A and B. Okay, that's what X and Y. Again, there is a capacitance from Y to infinity, no? But what we are measuring capacitance only across this. Okay, we got it here. Hope everyone is able to understand. So now every spherical conductors, we should think this one only. This is not advisable. Especially in exams. Okay, you have a time, okay, DPP is given, okay, workout. But in exams, you should use this approach. That's why I said parallel plate capacitor is something very essential, which will going to help us a lot. So here, this is that X, this is the Y, this is the Y. So here afterwards, the infinity is one of the plate in spherical capacitor. There's a thing which you can remember, and if you can write in your notes, okay, but I should not write. But for a student to have the methodology, he should say the infinity will become one of the plate in spherical capacitor.